Hey everyone, Spicy Toast came in here. Hope you have a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better for you. Today is patch notes day, so we're going to go through breaking down everything coming in the new patch. Now, if you enjoy the daily videos, a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated, and let's jump right into it. So patch 5.12, the big thing that's coming is new rewards for the new Legends of Arcane event. So the new adventures that they have put in place that all have that teamwork modifier, so you can try to get other champions star powers. They're adding more rewards to all of those. So they're not necessarily adding any new adventures in there, but all of them, you have a reason to go back and clear them all to get more rewards. Hopefully those rewards are more fragments for the new champion, Victor. So new PvE champion, Victor is coming to the game. So let's go over his star powers now. So up first, we have Technological Leap. This is his first star. Augment. Allies with Augment have 1/1. Now, Augment is the keyword that when you play a created card, that unit gets 1 power. So any units that have that immediately get 1/1, and then they can potentially scale up even more. Now, for the 2-star, we have March of the Machines, +1 starting mana. When you summon a created unit, grant it Augment. So it immediately gets that 1/1 and can potentially keep scaling up even more. And since Augment is all about playing created cards, playing created units feeds back into playing created cards. Now for the 3-star version of this, you still have that allies with Augment have 1/1, and your augments grant a additional 1 health. So they're already granting 1 power, now they're also granting 1 health. So when you play a created card, all of your units on the board that have augment are now getting 1/1. This is going to give you some great scaling over the course of the adventure. Now for your 4-star, when you play a spell, deal 1 to the enemy nexus. This is going to be pretty solid, especially for Victor, because when he's on the board, he creates a free spell every single round. So you're going to try to get a lot of spells with Victor so that you can just slowly burn down the enemy nexus. And this is one of the most fun epic powers, in my opinion. Should be really fun to build around. Now the 5-star, pretty simple and straightforward. Get a extra mana gem. But then for the 6-star, when you play a created spell or unit, copy it. So pretty much you're able to duplicate almost all of the cards you play. This is going to be very, very good because obviously card duplication is solid, but this will also factor very well with your other powers because you're doubling all of your created spells or units. Now Victor, he creates a free spell every single round that he's on the board, so that is now going to get duplicated, and this should be very strong for your other star powers because spell burn, now whenever you're playing a created spell, you're now doing 2 to the enemy nexus, so that'll be really good, but then it'll also be very good for your augment, because now since it's doubling the amount of created cards you're playing, instead of your units just getting an additional 1/1, when you play a created card, they should be getting 2/2 as far as stats. So you're not only doubling the cards you're playing, which on its own is crazy, but that also should work very well for your augment, scaling them up even more, work very well for your spell burn. Also, when Victor is leveled and on the board, all your created cards cost 1 less, so your created cards will also be cheaper. There have been a lot of other champions such as like Echo or Aurelion Sol that also have a focus on created cards, but Victor is really going to be the created card champion, and this power and overall skill set is going to be very, very good because there's just a ton of created cards in Path of Champions. Not only are there powers that create cards every round start, whether that's units or spells, there's powers that create units at the start of the game for you, but there's also items on a lot of your spells or units that give you created cards, like anytime you invoke, manifest. I think this is going to be very, very strong. Now, he does also have a new relic, so we have the Perfect Hex Core. This is a power, so even if your champion's not on the board, this is still going to be going off, and it goes off every round start. Create a Hex Core upgrade in hand. Your Hex Core upgrades have stopwatch, so they're burst speed, and can upgrade any ally. So this is normally the spell that Victor makes when he's on the board, and normally that spell can only target Victor and is able to give him a random keyword. But now you can use this on anyone, not just Victor, and this is actually going to be incredibly good and one of the most versatile relics in the entire game. For one, since this is a created card, it's going to be great for champions like Aurelion Sol that they want to play a created card to reduce down the cost of all their champions, so it's going to be great there. This is going to be fantastic for anyone that is about targeting, because this is targeting your own units. And that also includes any champions that have the 4-star of Phalanx of when you target your own unit, give it barrier. So this is going to be incredible for like Yuumi, that when you target your ally, they all have faded, so you're granting them 1/1, actually 2/2 if you have her at 3 stars. Also, you're going to give them barrier if you have Yuumi with Phalanx. And Bessa has that Phalanx as well, so every single round you have a burst speed way to target one of your own units. not only giving them a random keyword, but also giving them barriers, so you have that great level of protection. Also, these hex cores are fleeting, so you have some synergy with Neela. This is also a fleeting spell, so you can play it on someone like Lee Sin that really needs to try to play 2 spells every single round. And then if you want, you could even just throw this with Chosen by the Stars and be able to activate the Faded and Augment every single round, giving you great scaling for any champion. So I think this is going to be an incredibly versatile relic that you can pretty much use on almost anyone. And for some champions, it's probably going to be their best option. So really cool relic. Look forward to seeing that. As far as new bundles, it's just for Victor. So his Celebration 4 and 5-star bundles, kind of the normal ones. And then there is also a Arcane Season 1 Revival bundle. So celebrate the new season of Arcane. There's a bundle that gives you a bunch of discounted legacy cosmetics. And then they're adding a Gemstone series bundle. So previously they've had ones for like Star Crystals, Champion Fragments, relics. Now they're doing one for gemstones. Generally, these are some of the best priced relics that give you kind of the most value for money. So if you're someone that wants to get a whole bunch of gemstones, this could be something to look forward to. Now, as far as some other content, the big thing is they're adding a bunch of flavor text to all of the new cards. So for the cards that came with Fiddlesticks, Warwick, and Bessa, all of those are now having some flavor text added to them. So that is great to see. And then this patch, the new available epic relic in the Emporium, it's not going to be the Portal Accelerator, but it's going to be the Shock and Awe, the Misfortune relic. Very, very good relic if you have 6-star Misfortune. There's also a bunch of champion-specific bundles that, since they will be in the store for 6 months, they're going to be taken away next patch. So not this patch, but the next one. All of these are going to be going away. So if you still want to get some of these bundles, definitely get them this patch, otherwise they will be gone. Last up then, we have some bug fixes. So for one, the Lux encounter in the new 6.5 Acel Adventure is being fixed. So that was a very laggy encounter. So they're trying to fix that. Also, they're fixing some of the cards for Warwick and Mbessa that, even though they weren't supposed to be able to target allies, you could target allies with them. So apparently that has been fixed. Also, apparently there was an issue that I never actually noticed before, where level 2 Vex, the doubling gloom, could actually affect your units if the enemy applied gloom to you. So pretty interesting right there. And then also one that's been going on for a very long time, they fixed the Aatrox issue with his card art, where he wouldn't be positioned correctly. Overall, pretty awesome patch. Not as crazy as some of the other ones. It's just a continuation of the Legends of Arcane event. Victor looks like he's going to be really fun. The relic he's coming with, I think, is going to be fantastic. And it's great to get some more rewards in those Legends of Arcane adventures so that we can go back and have a reason to play through all of them and continue to enjoy the teamwork modifier. Now, if you're wondering why we only got one champion this patch, we were going to get another brand new champion, but the team over at Riot, after seeing all the feedback from players, decided to postpone that champion until they can try to potentially give it some voiceover, level up, or some additional cards. After the reception they got from the newer champions that came out with the Fiddlesticks, Warwick, and Mbessa, they decided to hold off on releasing a new champion, since that's what the overwhelming voice of the community was saying. So we're not getting a new champion, but it's because the developers are trying to listen to the community and make sure that when they release a new champion, it's up to the standard of the champions that we got previously when the company was a little bit bigger. That's it for the patch, though. Really looking forward to it. We'll be streaming it live and putting a ton of content up on YouTube when the patch does go live. So if you want a link to the Twitch stream, that is down below in the description. And if you want to make sure you don't miss any content, a like and subscribe will definitely help that out. That's it for me, though. I hope you all have a great rest of your day.